Ahlan wa sahlan. Right now we're going to talk about how to form al-idafa. Al-idafa is a really important central construction in Arabic, and it literally means addition. And idafas are formed by two or more nouns that we're placing together in a relationship of possession or belonging. It can be helpful to conceptualize al-idafa the way that we sometimes use the word of in English, right? If we say the book of the student, or the city of Amherst, the X of the Y. There is no apostrophe S construction in Arabic to indicate possession. There is no way that we can say the student's book. We need to sort of restructure it to say the book of the student. And even though the meaning of the entire phrase is definite, only the last term of the idafa is going to indicate its definiteness by alif lam or a possessive suffix usually. So for example, if we want to say the book of the student, the student's book, we would write kitab at-talib, the book of the student. So we have alif lam here because this is the final term of the idafa. Even though that book is definite, we're talking about a specific book, we do not have alif lam here. Or the door of the house. Bab al-bayt. Again, no alif lam here, but we know because we have a couple of nouns together, right? We don't have an adjective to confuse us. Bab al-bayt, there's a relationship between these two things. First term, first word doesn't have an alif lam, and this one does, so it's likely that they have that possessive relationship we're talking about, an idafa. Now, remember that things that are definite with possessive suffix are never going to take alif lam. So if I wanted to talk about my mother's office, for example, I would write maktab walidati. I have this ya that indicates that the walida is my walida, walidati. And again, maktab has no alif lam, so I know that I'm speaking about a specific walida, my walida, walidati, maktab walidati. One final way that nouns can be definite is if they're proper nouns, right? So if I wanted to talk about the University of New York, NYU, I would write Jami'at New York. Notice that I haven't put an alif lam on New York because there is only one New York. New York is a proper noun, so I don't need to give it additional definiteness. It's already definite. Also notice that here, when I say it as a phrase, I say Jami'at New York. Whenever we have a noun with a ta marbuta in an idafa, we're going to pronounce that ta marbuta as a ta, as a T sound on all the words except the final word of the idafa. You've probably also heard phrases like Medinat Amherst, Medinat Northampton. We're not substituting letters, right? We're going to write things exactly the same way. We're going to write as a ta marbuta, but because it is not the last term in the idafa, we're going to pronounce the sound of the ta.